Hi, I'm Alice. Do you fear public speaking? Do you think public speaking is terrifying? Are you nervous when you're standing on the stage? First, let's watch a piece of video.
I'd like to begin tonight with a little joke. This guy, he's a farmer. He says, "Hey, hello, sorry." But seriously, folks,
Speaking in public is no joke.
farmer says, doctor says, chicken says,
For help, call Toastmasters, the public speaking support group.
the chicken.
Wow, the chicken say. I think most of the speakers, most of you feel quite nervous on the stage. We call that stage fright. So what is stage fright? Look at this picture. Look at it. Don't you think you're like the man in this picture when you are speaking in public? When you are standing on the stage, all the audiences are just holding their arms, putting on poker faces, and staring at you with eyes of judgment. You can't help sweating, your legs are trembling, your voice is shaking. All the audiences just seem to so huge, and you are so tiny that you cannot even breathe. Well, if you have this kind of feeling, congratulations, you are a normal human being. You're not a machine or aliens. This is fear. Fear is one of the most ordinary feelings that all human beings have. It is a biological process by which animals, including humans, secure the necessary energy to do a job that really matters. We fear spiders, ghosts, and death. This is just a normal mechanism of self-protection. So does the fear on the stage. In public speaking, we call it stage fright. It is a kind of anxiety over the prospect of giving a speech in front of an audience. You get frozen in terror. Your heart is beating fast. Your stomach is upset. Your face is flushing. Your palms are sweating. Your whole body is trembling, and your tongue is frozen. If you are scared stiff about speaking, you're in good company. I think most of you know Professor Stephen Lucas. He's a very famous professor in public speaking. In his red Bible, The Art of Public Speaking, he mentioned a survey conducted in 1973, included more than 25,000 Americans to list their greatest fears. To the surprise of the researchers, the largest number of people, 41%, listed speaking before a group in their greatest fear. Many Americans even consider public speaking is worse than death. In 2005, researchers again asked their subjects to list their greatest fears. Now here is how they responded. 30 years passed. People were improving, but only improving a little. Speaking in public is the second greatest fear in their life. Studies even show that many people fear the thought of giving a speech more than they do the thought of dying. Now it is, 2018. More than, 10 years have passed. I'm not sure about the recent data of the survey. I'm sure the situation might have improved. But is public speaking really worse than dying? Actually, for a long time in history, stage fright has always been haunting everyone. In ancient Greek, it was the condemned criminals that made public speech to beg for the lost chance of living. If he could not speak well enough to touch a jury, he would be expelled, put into prison, or be killed. Compared with the ancient Greeks, we are much luckier, right? Nobody would hurt you. Nobody will kill you. So what's the big deal of not speaking well? What will happen to you?
You're going to be criticized by Alice, that's all.
No, come on. I'm so kind. Actually, nothing will happen. So why do we get nervous anyway? Actually, we get nervous when we face all kinds of important events. Nervousness is normal because it is a biological reaction. What causes nervousness is a chemical called adrenaline. When we are facing important occasions, like giving a speech, our body automatically produces extra adrenaline. This sudden shot of adrenaline is what makes our heart racing, hands shaking, knees knocking, and skin perspiring. Another reason is that most of us don't like to be evaluated or judged. We dislike the thought of opening up to an audience or having others examine us or our thoughts too closely. The truth of the matter is that often we don't think our ideas are worth listening to. We doubt we can say our ideas well, or we fear the audience won't like us while we are speaking, because we simply don't feel prepared to face all these potential obstacles. We are certain that the worst will happen. So everyone, let's recall your first speech or your most horrible speech. Don't you think that these so-called failed speeches are just because you were nervous? It is your nervousness that ruined your speech, left you horrible memories, makes you fear public speaking, and makes you not want to take public speaking courses. Underestimate yourself and even do not want to speak anymore. But do you know that nervousness can be managed? Proper nervousness can even make your speech more passionate. Teddy was one of my contestants 10 years ago. He took part in the national speaking contests. Now here is a piece of video clip. Enjoy it.
Pneumonia, a common but deadly disease, had almost killed me when I was 3 years old. Luckily, at that time, an old urbanist doctor just lived next door. My parents told me that during the time I was sick, the soft-hearted old man would come by every day and check whether I felt a little better or not. He even patiently persuaded me into drinking the bitter herbal soup. Thanks to his everlasting caring, finally I recovered and got the chance of standing here today. I still remember his 4 procedures of traditional diagnosis: observing, smelling, consulting, and pulse-taking. His gentle and graceful skill is like an art, conserved in my memory, inspiring me to step into the mysterious medical kingdom.
Do you believe he was quite nervous in that speaking contest? But he looked really calm and confident, right? The fact is, he told me he was really nervous at that time. The truth is, nervousness can be managed and controlled if you have enough practice. So rather than trying to eliminate every trace of stage fright, you should aim at transforming it from a negative force into positive energy. Nervousness is normal, even desirable, because it can be kind of motivation that helps us speak better. If we can learn to control our nervousness, make good use of our adrenaline, we can turn our anxiety into energy. So in next episode, we're going to talk about how to control our nervousness. If you can learn how to control your nervousness and use it as a motivation, I believe you will fall in love with the feeling of standing on the stage.
In this class, you should remember these important points.